I made over $500 mining crypto in the month of October. My cat is freaking out. And today I want to show you guys the projects that I was a part of. There were a lot of changes this month, a lot of changes in the ecosystem. Going to talk a little bit about that as well. Might be worth some dedicated videos, specifically with Cadena, which I will talk about further on. I also got a little S9 in the background, so that's going to be in all the future videos because I got a good deal on it. I think I got it for like 20 bucks. It's crazy how much Bitcoin that thing probably mined back in the day. Now it's just a paperweight. But speaking of paperweights, pretty much all my DePIN projects are not doing well. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. And it looks like my cat just knocked down my picture frame. So that's great. Starting off, we have ASIC mining. So these are some new things happening. I actually bought a new L9 2 days ago. Yeah, November 1st for multiple reasons. The first one being it was a very good price. I got it for $6,400. Second one being it's lowering my tax liability because I'm buying it at technically, I'm not going to be making a lot of revenue on it going into the rest of the year. There's only going to be at most a month and like 20 days of revenue on it. So my expenses greatly outperform. That's not the right word. Offset my revenue. There we go. Some accounting terms. So I got that so I'd have to pay less taxes. Pretty cool about that. So I ended up just getting this one. It's not set up yet, but enough of that. In total, Doge for the month of October, I earned $427, which was the equivalent of almost 2,300 coins or Doge coin. Now, the prices for all of the coins that I will be discussing today have gone down over the past month. That's just how it's been lately. Traditionally, I believe December, like if we go back to last year, Dogecoin was at 31 cents or 42 cents. Things were a lot better priced back in November, December. So I'm expecting it to be kind of similar heading into it this year. Traditionally, November and December are good months, as well as August, which turned out to be true. Bitcoin, I made $94, which was equivalent of 0.00085. And I split the expenses over 3, but my expenses in total for electricity was $483.56, bringing my grand total for ASIC mining to $431. You can see that's like almost all of the actual crypto that I earned came from ASIC mining. So I'm glad I kind of shifted into that when I did, because otherwise I would have only made $99 and it would have sucked. I would not have been happy with that. And out of the DePINs, can't believe I'm saying this, but Helium Mobile Indoor Hotspot is my highest performing one. I have no expenses on that. It just makes $32 a month, and it's good. Let's see how much money it made last month. It was $24. So the token is doing pretty well for itself. Moving on, we have the Demo R1, one of them, and the Demo Macaroon. One is offline. I actually tried to shift it to a different vehicle and it's having an error with the VIN, but the Demo Macaroons no longer have support, so that'll be tricky trying to figure that out. I'm really not sure what's going on with that one. I think it just might be a dud. I might have to cut my losses. But it did well, both of them in total, and I sent out my Venmo payments to friends and family this morning. $24 for the Demo R1 for 2 devices, and just under 20, we got $16.65 for the Demo Macaroons. Not too shabby, especially since a lot of these are just set it and forget. I could see how if I had a massive fleet, I would be pulling in a ton of revenue. But with the Demo, they're shifting to their subscription model, and it just would not be very cost effective to me at the current token prices. However, if the token prices go up, we'll see. I noticed that the actual tokens that I get increased dramatically from, let's say, June. So we were at 278 tokens in June. Now we're at 604 tokens and 426 because I think a lot of devices shut down, so that was kind of in my favor. We'll see. That's going to be one of those I have to just kind of watch carefully. Aether Edge made $14.84. It's not doing well. The token price is down 47%. The market is down though. Dogecoin right now, as I'm looking at my little tickers on my desk, is at 16 cents. And Bitcoin's at 106,000. So the prices of everything have come down, not just limited to these coins. It seems like the first of the month traditionally has just not been very good, and that's when I actually take the data points for these coins. So it always looks way worse than it actually is, because if you're watching this video, let's say today's the 3rd, you're watching the video on the 5th, it's probably going to be completely different. XNET $9.41, 99% rewards. Helium IoT, $4.11. Wayru, $4. Helium mobile phone, this is new. I actually just canceled it. So I decided, I actually am going on a trip overseas this month. Yes, this month. And I wanted to see if there was like a mobile plan or like data international. And it costs $15 per gigabyte on Helium mobile. I'm not paying for that. Also, because I have the old version, like the legacy version of Helium mobile, they are basically not allowing you to earn H&T anymore. So those were, or the H&T one was the huge incentive, as well as the fact that I had the phone plan for free. Now the past month or 2 months I've been paying for the phone plan, so it's been $20 a month. They just updated their app so you can like upgrade to like the latest one or like the newest one, because now they have like these cloud ones. I decided just to downgrade it to the free version versus actually canceling it, because I don't know if I'll ever need that phone line again. I don't really want to get rid of it. I think I've given that out to some people. That's where we're at though. $2.84. I didn't even bother putting the expenses in here because I just a lack of oversight. It would have been negative $18, which isn't good. Thankfully, I haven't had any projects that are negative. Maybe that's because I just haven't entered them, but I'm not sure. Look at how consolidated we've gotten from April to now. We've really kind of shut down on some projects here. Crank. This is interesting. This is worth a dedicated video, but Cadena announced they are basically ceasing operations, turning over the project to the community, which caused a 72% drop in the Crank price because Cadena decided to basically, it like nuked itself. It went down like 75%. So that's a bummer because I have a ton of Crank. I know some other YouTubers and other people in the community have a lot of Crank. We were counting on it. It seemed like a good project. They just couldn't get it done. I think this is a good thing for the project. I think it should be turned over to the community. I think the community will do a much better job because we want it to succeed. We don't have to deal with the capital costs or any of that stuff. We're doing it just for our own sake. We want it to be a good project. It has so much potential, and we'll see. Hivemapper, this is terrible. This project, it's a good project, we'll say that, but for me personally, it just has been terrible. I've been trying to reach out to get my payout still from the open road that I've talked about many times before on this channel. Nothing has happened, but I sold this device. It's been offline. I put it in red because it is getting officially removed after October. Mark my words. That's why I'm saying it on video, so I remember to do it. And I don't even have a device anymore. So that is it's time to sunset the Hivemapper. We'll see if I get another one. And then just going down to the last couple, we have the GeoPulse, which is still offline. I actually have to download the app again because I got a new phone. I got the 17 Pro, and then Jaeger Country Club still didn't get paid out for a couple months now. Deep, there was some updates on them. They are a testnet token, but they are expected to go live. They're going to have their token generation event by the end of 2025, so I'm looking forward to that, and I will definitely make a video on that so you guys can stay updated when they're going live. And then XNET, I actually don't even know where that device is. I gotta find it, gotta sell it. If anybody wants it, let me know. It is for sale. It's been for sale since like June. It's been offline since let's see, April, March. It's been offline since March, and I still have it. So I really do need to get rid of that device. If somebody wants it, I would like it to go to a home where it's going to get used instead of just sitting in a box. But that's going to do it for this video. If you guys have any questions about the projects I covered here today, let me know. I posted a poll about the ASIC miners, whether or not I should continue to go that direction or do something else. I like the ASIC mining just because it keeps me in the mining ecosystem, as well as it's so effortless. I don't have to do anything. I host it with Terra Hosting. All I have to do is pay the electricity bill every month. Anytime I want to buy a new device, I just hit up my boy Hawk Crypto, and he hooks me up with the latest prices. So it's been so effortless. It's been a much easier way of being involved in crypto, and it has definitely strengthened my position on ASIC mining and mining in general over these deepen projects. I might be shifting, I might be changing, we'll see. I don't know. This is Malcolm. If you guys haven't met this guy before, it's my cat. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them down in the comment section below. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great one. Peace out.